Orton said he was going to challenge Edge for the world title. He said he wasn't going to challenge Triple H because Triple H was headed to jail, which got me nervous. You don't want them to rehash a storyline that's been done and failed miserably. So you don't want them to do that again. So nonetheless, Triple H came out, and he drops the sledgehammer. We had armed security guards at ringside last night, which was, But, so basically what happened was Triple H came out and changed his mind, basically said that, you know, back in the days of Evolution, Randy was just the little kid that always looked up to Triple H, and Triple H made him a star, and, you know, basically made Randy change his mind and say, all right, man, I'm going to face you now for the WWE title at WrestleMania. It was well done. The only, like, I don't know, Triple H, when he's like, at the very end, when he said something along the lines of, I broke your collarbone the last time, and this time I'm going to break your neck, you know, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
To me, honestly, and I a lot of my focus that I paid attention to the show was that segment, and the reason why is just because, you know, don't come out on a storyline that's been pretty hot. You know, the McMahon's out of the picture, H and Orton, wife. It became reality. It's like, whoa, you know, we all know it's all storyline related, but it's so reality. It's just like, damn, Orton or H, don't let that happen to your wife, you know, your kids, and blah, blah, blah. And then you come on and says, well, I'm going to get you arrested. I mean, come on. You know, what's the storyline now going towards 12-year-olds, 11-year-olds? You know, at first, exactly what you said earlier, explaining, at first you're going to go and face Edge. Now here comes Triple H calling you all these little names, and now I'm going to change my mind because you said this and you said that. I feel that writing there, that segment, was written for kids that are in elementary school and middle school that just have not full knowledge of reality based on what the storyline is really, truly about. And I think it kind of taken away from that. I think it said, wow, okay, you know, now you have these guys talking about wives last week, and now you're going to try to arrest them? I mean, come on. How many angles have we seen? Should Orton be arrested for kicking McMahon in the head? That's an assault. You know, or Shane in the head? That's an assault. And, you know, it's like you try to, you really, I would have rather loved to see some more reality based on it. You know, say something about Stephanie, how good, you know, she was going down and laying on her stomach. You know, something kind of like, whoa, dude, that's really wrong. You know, keep that reality-based storyline going. They just completely went the opposite direction, going with the storyline of getting arrested, saying no at first, changing his mind, and then exactly what you said, Triple H saying, I'm come on. You know, it just, I lost a little bit for that angle.
I mean, it was a good segment. You know, I mean, the segment itself, as a whole, I thought the promo work was done well, except for the end with Triple H. But as far as the angle is concerned, yeah, I'll agree with you on that. Just that segment,
just how it came out. I mean, they're still going to throw the house down. There's no doubt about it. It's just those 3 points that I just made disturbs me. You know, that's the only thing that I can. I mean, itself, the whole angle still, it works for me. How Evolution came about, how you mentioned about Evolution, that works for me. It's just the really one that gets get me going, and this is what we discussed, like about TNA coming up with some of their angles, and they're like, all right, come on, get Governor Palin, let's be real about this. Same thing with the WWE. Come on, you're going to get this guy arrested? I mean, you're writing this for whom? You know, for people that just, like, casually see the show and be like, oh, my God, Triple H is going to get arrested. Yeah, I'm going to read that on TMZ. I mean, those are the things that sometimes just, it bothers me a lot when
but, I mean, they cater, you got to remember, they cater to kids, too. I mean, we're a little bit older, you know. I mean, that's why when I see some of the corny stuff that they do, like, I'm not all over the Triple H thing at the end there, you know. I mean, yeah, for an older guy, it was a little bit corny the way that he said it, but you know, for a younger kid, when they see stuff like that, you know, and that's your future, you know, that's your future generation, the kids that are going to grow up and that are going to watch the product, when Vince is no longer around, when Stephanie and Triple H are running things. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll see where they go. We'll see where they go with Orton and Triple H. Like we said, we've got 4 weeks going into WrestleMania, but they can really build this up. And I don't think they ruined it last night. I think maybe it was a step down, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see where they go for it leading into WrestleMania. We got to go to the break here in about 3 minutes, and then we're definitely gonna take phone calls. I forgot the break was getting so close, man. I just looked at the clock. We're only about 3 minutes away on the live show. Let's finish up Raw real quick. Shawn Michaels and Kozlov. Boy, Kozlov, man, he is horrible to watch. And even Michaels was in there, and you can tell that he picks his spots. You know what I mean? Kozlov has like a 5-set series of moves, and he stands there and he looks to each side, to the right, so he doesn't have to do much. And the match is scripted like that. It's clearly scripted like that. But even with Michaels in there last night, it was just, if Shawn Michaels can't carry a match with this guy, I don't know that anybody can. You know what I mean? And yet,
agree.
Yet they continue to push him. But nonetheless, the undefeated streak was ended last night by Shawn. And I thought it was kind of quick to do that. There was no
build up, but
no build up or anything. So there's a possibility that maybe some faith has been lost in Kozlov. We'll see where they go with him over the next few weeks. But I thought that was done awfully fast with no build up, which oftentimes.
I agree. Not to cut you off because I know we're going to commercial, but yeah. I completely agree with you in that respect. But it brought more credibility for the main event of the Undertaker, since Undertaker's coming in with a hasn't lost in WrestleMania.
That's true.
So I think that's probably, you're right though. I think it should have been a little bit more build up behind it, but I think since Kozlov has not been defeated before, this is his first time being defeated. It only really kind of, how WWE storylines go. If he wins against Kozlov, it only means that he's going to lose against The Undertaker, which is something that the storylines kind of work the way it works. But I agree, though. I see what you mean exactly. I think they kind of rush it. But I think that's part of the reason why is just to say, look, he just defeated this dude and he was undefeated. That means at WrestleMania anything can happen.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and we'll see where they go with Kozlov now. We'll see what his next program turns out to be. We'll see if they continue to push this guy, or if he kind of falls in the mix now that he's not undefeated. Jose, in our main event of Raw, we had Edge versus John Cena. The end of this came when Edge got the title, the referee took it away, then Edge snatched it back from the referee and hit Cena in the head with it, and was able to get, it ended on a DQ. So the winner was John Cena, but still champion Edge. So that was Raw. What did you think of the main event? I thought really good match. I like Cena's work. I think Cena's done. A lot of people shit all over Cena's work. Not big fans, but I think he's really come a long way from just a few years ago when he was first called up from developmental. So Cena Edge, another great match, good match to end Raw. I didn't like the no DQ finish, but and I wasn't I expected there was a possibility of a title change. I'll put it like that. You know what I mean? Because they did it at No Way Out, right? And that was only a few weeks away from WrestleMania, 6 weeks away. So I figured if you were going to do a title switch, you would do it right now. You're not going to do it from this point to WrestleMania, but you're still 4 weeks out. So if you were going to do it, you had the opportunity to do it last night. So I expected, there was a possibility of a swerve, but it didn't happen, and it ended on the no DQ. Vicky Guerrero then came out and announced that at WrestleMania it would be the Big Show versus Edge for the title. Edge had a shocked look on his face, and like we said before, we'll talk about it when we come back from the break. We're going to talk about WrestleMania, the current card, when we come back from the when we come back from the break. Jose, you got anything else to add on that match before we go to break?
No, I mean, not really. Again, it was a great match between those two talent. It doesn't surprise me that it ended up in a DQ, and I think at the end of the day, we're going to see a triple threat match. He's going to be seen as definitely going to be somewhere in that title picture.
What do you think, man? Want to go out to the break? We'll play some Fray. The Fray. You know the Fray, right?
I've heard of him.
Good band, man.
Good music,
band.
yeah. Nice little relax.
Yeah, relaxing. You know, I got to go to the bathroom. I got to pee, and then